So good night, you're truly Professor Dr. Dolphy Gilpin, and I am continuing now with engineering history. Engineering history. So tonight, let me just highlight here. This was for higher education. It's going to be education as well as engineering. Higher engineering education, or education separately than engineering. And this was for now Fairleigh Dickinson University, FDU. And this was in Teaneck, I believe. Teaneck. There's one branch in Teaneck and one in Hackensack. Teaneck at 1000 Rivers Road. This was where I made my admissions. And registration. And both on campus and off campus research. Yes, that was Fairleigh Dickinson University in New Jersey. It's right here in New Jersey, the state of New Jersey. And this was around about now, and I believe I registered in June 6th of 88. All right, it was 6th of 89. I think it was 6th of 89. So about the 12th of 89. And then from then I went to Florida. Okay, but this was education and engineering purpose at Fairleigh Dickinson University. We are on engineering history. And so we're at core course circuit analysis. Which include circuits, engineering, circuits with matrices. So we were solving circuits via matrices and this was grad, G-R-A-D, grad course. Circuit analysis. Matrices, and this was a grad course. Second was now independent study. for which I chose the George Washington Bridge Education Engineering Analysis. And this study took me back, way back from here in the 689, and it continued over into many years, intermittently, as I began to study the George Washington Bridge. And I made a carry over from the George Washington Bridge into the Golden Gate Bridge, in San Francisco, California. So the experience from this GWB bridge analysis was carried over into the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, and that was in 2023, I believe. 22 to 23. Visit the Golden Gate Bridge. So, but the experience from the George Washington Bridge gave me, and also from grad courses in engineering analysis from CCNY. Engineering analysis. And I can remember 2011, advanced engineering analysis was a type of, let's write it here, advanced engineering analysis. It's a lot of differential equation and particular solutions and ideal solution and particular solution in differential equations. But this was at an advanced level for advanced or master's engineering courses. And big up to my teacher at that time. I can remember his name. Benveniste. Something like that. Benveniste, Professor Benveniste was his name, and he was the dean at that time, CCNY. But that was way back. This course was taken way back in the probably about 86. Or even earlier, 85. We'll see. 85, and is Prof. Benveniste, and he was the dean of CCNY at that time, grad classes. So again, we have continued with our engineering analysis, and we are seeing we're at Fairleigh Dickinson University, but we have brought over some experience from the CCNY into our master's level course, our grad course at the Fairleigh Dickinson University in circuit analysis and independent study. I chose the George Washington Bridge, and I also carried over some of my experience to the Golden Gate Bridge way years after. Also, what I want to do here, we're at Fairleigh Dickinson University. We're going to make a probe here now for Fairleigh Dickinson University, FDU, in Roxton, what? Oxfordville, I think Banbury, England. Yes, we have another Fairleigh Dickinson University branch over there in Roxton, Banbury in England. I think this branch is right here, Fairleigh Dickinson again. I know they give Masters of Fine Arts, and they have a lot of governmental studies going on over there. Government sort of studies. But I'll be sure to make relevant attachment by the magnetization property of the Fairleigh Dickinson in New Jersey. If and when I reach over there in London, I make the necessary integration at the Roxton, Oxfordville, I believe, Banbury, in Banbury, England, further at Fairleigh Dickinson University branch in England. And I can remember from FDU, the only name that's a sort of is prominent in my brain here from the FDU is Daniel. And he was in education. We had various conferences when I to meet him in his office over there and the Teenage campus at 1000 Rivers Road in New Jersey. So that's the name I remember most, Daniel. And we had made a lot of communication, and it was particularly, I remember him stemming from the matrices, of course, the development of the Am5 multiplied by 12 matrix and stochastics now, extensions of the matrix. So we have spoken on the AMZ, which I'd intend to provide even further work in the vision on the AMZ 5x12 matrix. And so there was a couple of professors from the FDU, Fairleigh Dickinson University, and there was, if you go back to New York, we would have about 3 professors over there in New York, where I introduced the AMZ 5x12 matrix to, and we spoke about it. And from the main college of my undergraduate and some graduate in engineering at City College, all the professors that I introduced my AMZ 5x12 matrix to, 5 of them, there was Professor Barber, Professor Scheinberg, Professor Sadawi, and they were the main ones. But Professor Donald Schilling at that time was off campus, most of the time, but I did a lot of courses with him, and he was instrumental and inspirational in helping to develop the Am5x12 matrix and its application and its extension thereof. So that's that on the engineering history, and we are on higher education at the Fairleigh Dickinson University, but I noticed I brought in other colleges as well for higher education.